Hi, everybody, and welcome to another Lunch Bunch show. We have a fabulous guest today. It's this guy here, Bill Gassett, and he's an amazing realtor, Google Plus icon, and content marketer. Bill's a top RE/MAX realtor with 25 years experience selling real estate in all of Metro West Massachusetts. We have a very continental panel today. We've got both coasts covered, plus London, England, so this should be a fabulous talk. So, Bill, what brought you to Google Plus?
Well, I've always had a strong interest in social media and SEO as well. And when I heard about Google Plus, I said, wow, that sounds like it could potentially be the best of both. And I started sharing my content along with other good real estate content that I found.
Do you feel, Bill, that you're actually reaching your clients on Google Plus?
I don't necessarily think that I'm necessarily getting them directly from Google Plus, meaning my clients are actually here now and using Google Plus daily like they would, say, Facebook. But I think what's happened is the integration of Google Plus with search has certainly helped. Seeing my picture on the search results for content that I've written is only helping my visibility for people and recognizing my face.
Everybody's saying use Google Plus for the search benefits, but I don't think you can just be on Google Plus and expect search benefits to happen. You have to actually work it, provide content, which you do.
What I really like about Google Plus as compared to some of the other social sites is the interaction that you can have. It's just another level when you can go on to Google Plus and have meaningful conversations that's difficult to do, say, on a Twitter or a LinkedIn or some of the others. It's just a different way of communication in Google Plus.
Check this out. I'm going to share this comment. William Rock says, Bill Gassett rocks.
That's great. Do you know William, Bill?
No, I don't.
All right. Listen, we have another real estate guy on the panel, Bruce, from another Canadian from the West Coast. Bruce, you want to say hi?
Hi. How are you, everybody?
And do you share, like, what's your experience as a realtor on Google Plus?
I wanted to produce some shows similar to yours, Ray, with people in the industry, whether it be a home inspector or a lawyer or a financial guy, and create programs that have good content for home buyers and home sellers. So that's where it all started.
Are you a bit of a maverick in your area? Is there many real estate people on Google Plus?
I don't think there's anybody in town doing it, so I have to be quiet.
No. So that gives you a competitive advantage there.
No, it does, and I think it's all about establishing trust and that relationship with your customer. And whatever we can do in the marketplace to do that is just to our benefit.
Because you're both working at the same ends, right? I mean, we as users, but Google is totally all about building trust too. Their whole search, the whole business model depends upon it, right? And we're seeking the same thing. So there's that's a good marriage there.
I was going to ask something that was similar but a little bit different, and that is the relationship between recruiting and retention. And what platforms do you find might be more amenable for which one of those, recruiting new clients or actually retaining them once you've got them?
Bill?
Traditionally, Facebook has been more for clients that you might have already done business with and you want to stay in touch with them. Whereas Google Plus potentially could be somewhere where you find new clients, again, because of the tie-in with search. You're more apt to find somebody that way, where Facebook being the walled garden.
What role does content have in your mix?
Content is everything for me. So my blog is actually the hub of everything I do. All the content that I put out is disseminated through all the social sites, and that's basically how I capture business from people. I would write blogs about short sales, and people would call me because they would see it in search. I took it a step further after I started seeing this, and I specifically wrote something into all of my blog posts at the bottom, which was, you might not be in Massachusetts, you might be out in California, and you might need an agent that understands short sales. It's a specialized subject. So I would write something in that, hey, you need help in California. I can help you find that agent that will get the job done for you. Believe it or not, there were some years that I was making $30,000 to $50,000 just by sending out referrals. on people that would read my blog and say, Bill, I need somebody out in Michigan. You know, I need to short sale my house.
That's so cool. I never even thought about that income, that income source, and actually referrals. And then
Yeah.
and this is again the perfect platform for that, right? Because you said you build a community, and obviously probably there are other realtors and all that, and from different parts of the country. You build a relationship with them. This takes it on to a whole almost international level, where you've made a connection with someone. You can actually refer someone to someone else, and because your client trusts you, they'll take that further.
I'm always trying to think of what's the next thing that I can do to kind of capture that. And
My mother-in-law is a real estate agent in Hays, Kansas, and she blogs, and people who are going to move there actually end up finding her first, because when they do research on the area, they see she's the real estate agent that does the most blogging in her area. So you, Bill, were talking about a very specific type of real estate transaction, and another type would be that super hyper local community, city level marketing.
very true.
Most real estate agents are associated with a brokerage or a bigger brand than themselves. So how do you use social media, including Google+, to supplement and really take what your bigger brand is doing to leverage that in addition to your own content that you're putting out?
The efforts that I'm doing on Google Plus are really independent of what my brokerage is doing. I guess what I'm trying to do here is establish much more content using Google Plus and this platform, so people will be attracted to what I'm doing.
RE/MAX is much more entrepreneurial. It gives the individual agent more entrepreneurial access to doing things that they want to do.
Brokerages are their own brands, and they're going to be spending their energy on building that brand to support you as the real estate agent, but it's still up to you to build your own brand
Right.
for your immediate business.
It's basically all comes down to one word. Anybody want to guess what that word is?
Tell us.
Spam. It's, I basically subtitled it the 5 flavors of spam, because he uses 5 different platforms here, and everything that he specifies for what people do wrong on Facebook, Google+, LinkedIn, Twitter, is all about self-promotion. It's about pushing your listings, pushing whatever is new, and that's a big problem. And as Google+ becomes more popular, I'm seeing that more on my precious platform here.
In real estate, that's what has been ingrained into our brains, that's what we're supposed to do. So they haven't separated traditional marketing from social media. They don't understand that social media isn't about selling. It's about building relationships that eventually will help you somewhere down the line. It's not about putting your listing on and trying to get somebody on there and buying the listing. I tell real estate agents all the time that they wonder why social media doesn't work when all they're doing is posting listings and you don't see any engagement on their page at all. It's like a blank slate.
Too many of us in the industry are just spamming, and it erodes that trust.
Is it a situation where people social's not for everybody?
It's a great question, Ray, and I think the answer is probably yes. And unfortunately, if you're going to get involved in social media and do it well, it does take time. It's not like you can pop in for 5 minutes and think that you're going to be successful at it. And unfortunately, that's what real estate agents do. They drop a link in a social platform, and then they're off to the next platform to drop their link. They don't get in, spend the time, do what they need to do to create their relationships with people. And you really have to have a mindset that I'm going to make social media work for me. Otherwise, put the time somewhere else where you think you can do well at it, because if you're not going to spend the time like anything else, it's not going to work.
You were saying it takes time. How long? How long does it take?
Every morning I spend at least an hour to an hour and a half when I first get up in the morning and I get on the computer. I'm on my various social channels. I'll probably spend another hour at night, and then at various points in the day I'm checking in.
So that answers the question how much, but how long? How long between, if I were just to start off right now and I did everything just right, how long before I would get traction? I would start seeing enough of a return so that I would know that it was worthwhile. 6 weeks, 6 months?
Great question. I would say probably on the long side. I don't think you'd see immediate success with it. It's something that takes a while to build that credibility, trust, and some people are better at it than others. So it probably varies from person to person.
Just like in real life, right? I mean, it takes a long time to form relationships. Thanks so much, Bill. Is there anything you want to leave us with? Any sort of Bill words of wisdom?
Thanks for having me on. It was great.
Well, we really enjoyed it. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, panel. And thanks you guys for joining us for this Lunch Bunch show. Leave your comments. We'll get back to them as soon as we can, and look forward to seeing you next week. Take care. Bye-bye.